I think there's a fallacy that we think everybody lives like we live, and I think that is a fallacy. When we look at us here in Grand Blanc, and I think about, I'll just take food service for example. We're getting close to over 200,000 meals that we have served to our families here in Grand Blanc, and so when we think about what has the pandemic also kind of illuminated for all of us, it's that food security is huge, and we have a lot of people that do not have food security, and that's been evident to us. Something that we take for granted, that we have the internet or that we have technology. It's been clear to us that we have a lot of kids and families that don't have the internet, and they don't have technology to move to this remote world. And so I think the thing that we have to do is to understand that just because we live a certain way, it doesn't mean that everyone else does. And I think part of our responsibility as educators is to find out, what do those families need, whether it's food, whether it's clothing, whether it's support educationally, if we're doing it remotely. And I think it's our job then to deliver that to those families. Not to be silly or trite, but I think when you look at our world, that one beacon that's still there, that I hope people can count on, it's schools, it's public education. And I think if anything, public education has shown that we can do this, but there is a lot of need in our communities. You ask, what do you take out of this? Here's what I would say about public education today. I know this has been muddy. I know it's been difficult. It's been a struggle, but we're stronger today actually than we were prior to March of 2020. And what I mean by that is as difficult as this has been, it has pushed the barometer in terms of what schools can do moving forward. An example is, look how many schools now are delivering instruction remotely. How many schools are delivering with a virtual program that they have as well? How many are doing like a hybrid schedule? I don't think we would have done this on our own. I don't want another pandemic. I want to be clear about that. I don't think anyone does. But the pandemic has forced us to take a close look at what we do as educators, how we do it as educators, and we're stronger and better for that today, because what we've learned is, if we have to be flexible, if we have to be mobile, if we have to shift on a dime's notice and do something different, we can do it. The truth is, we absolutely can do it. And I think the next time, if there is a next time that we have to do something like this, we're better prepared for that now. And so as much as none of us wanted this pandemic, there are lessons to come out of this that I think make us stronger as humans, make us stronger as institutions. And that's how we're looking at this in Grand Blanc, is that we're better today than we were pre-pandemic.